What's going on, everybody? Welcome, welcome. I'm sure all of us are unbelievably excited to spend our Saturday nights watching Mexico Dominican Republic. I'm watching currently what looks like a pregame show. Um, I'm not sure what's happening exactly, but maybe you guys are seeing this on ESPN2 as well, but I'm a little confused by it. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and say I need 3 goals from Mexico. I need us to score 3 in this game. Connor will be joining the stream. He just stepped out to get some water. And I will very briefly take this opportunity to check out our lineups, which have been released. I'm just going to react on my phone rather than like switch the screen around and whatnot. Malagon is the starter and goalkeeper. We're going with Montes and Israel Reyes as the 2 CBs. I don't hate that. Jorge Sanchez is the right back. I do hate that. Gallardo, the starting left back. I feel nothing towards the left back position anymore in the pool. Honestly, I don't. Pineda, Lira, Alvarez, Piojo. Oh God, I mean it's not a great midfield, man. It's not a great midfield. These aren't great wingers. Pineda needs to go off because we know that Pineda loves scoring goals and dominating against teams that are FIFA ranked in the triple digits, right? Like as soon as your FIFA ranking's like 100, Pineda's going to score a brace. It's everybody better than that he tends to fall off against. So I need him to do something. I need a goal or an assist to justify being in the 11. Piojo, same thing. I do like that Roland Santier up top. That was confirmed by Aguirre a couple days ago. So it is what it is, but I don't understand why Marcel Ruiz doesn't get a goddamn start against the Dominican Republic. I don't understand why Araujo's not out here. I don't understand why Chino or Alexis Vega are not starting. I just don't like the Eric Lira Edson midfield. I don't like it that much. I mean, thank God it's not Charlie Rodriguez, right? Like, smash the like button for that. But it could be so much better. Where is the Dominican's coach from? He's Argentine, bastard. Marcelo Nevelev. Nevelev. Back like we never left. That's hilarious. That is so funny. Okay, well, anyways, more reason for us to win by 3 tonight, right, guys? You're gonna have to excuse my energy at points of this stream. The flu has been going around Buenos Aires, and I got hit pretty hard. I don't know if I got it from the gym or from like an asado that I went to last weekend, but the energy, I'm going to try to keep it as high as possible. But we are playing the Dominican Republic, and this should be a decent game, I will say, because the Dominicans don't play a terrible brand of footy. They will attack us. So I think maybe like a 4-1 is probably something we could reasonably expect. It really depends how soon Mexico scores. The sooner we score, the more that we run this thing up. Let's see how you guys doing in the chat. Charlie Rodriguez showtime. Thank God Eric's wrong. Thank God there is no Charlie Rodriguez here. Unbelievable. Jorge Sanchez starting today, ... from Kevin. Yeah, man, I think we all share that feeling. I don't get it. You should not be playing Jorge Sanchez unless Aguirre sees him as the starter in 2026. Like, we're a year away. We shouldn't be having so many question marks, man. Mike Jones says Mateo Chavez should have started, though. I'm okay with that. I completely agree with you, dude. Completely agree. Do Dominican Republic have a chance from ability? Muan. I'm gonna say no. This would be one of the most embarrassing things to happen to us if the Dominican Republic... Why is Gallardo's neck so sweaty? Damn, anybody else see that? Why was his neck exclusively sweaty? That kind of freaked me out a little bit. I've never seen that before. That man's got to get to a doctor immediately. Here's Araujo on the bench with his blonde hair. We got too many of our better players on the bench right now. It's not acceptable. The Dominican chance will be they have some guys who can score goals. They have Rosario in the midfield who maybe he's got a chance against Mexico. But honestly, I've seen too many chances where better midfields than the Dominican Republic still struggle with Mexico because we're physical. Like Lira is a very, very physical player. Edson is a very physical player. So we just kind of beat up other midfields a lot. And I think the Dominicans are going to struggle. I don't think they have a chance today. One of my favorite YouTubers from Iraq. I appreciate that, Moz. I appreciate you jumping in here. I hope you're supporting Mexico. And I hope this game is entertaining to you in some way. I hope it's entertaining to all of us in some way. Gracias a Dios, no tronco Rodriguez. Yeah, this is one positive that we can walk away from. But still, man, just play Marcel Ruiz. If you don't trust him against the Dominican Republic, you don't trust him at all. That's how I see it. Good morning from Qatar. We got some Qataris in the chat for a Gold Cup group stage game. That's crazy. This is how I know the channel's experiment is working. This is how I know we're curating a global audience. We got Qataris in the chat to watch Dominican Republic, Mexico. Josh Chad says DR, PR, ER, Mexico in 5. Shout out to Lil Bro in the chat. I do think Mexico scoring 5 is a possibility. I hope I'm not being too disrespectful to the Dominicans, but like El Salvador getting goals, bro. Guatemala's cooking you up. Like 3 goals minimum for Mexico, but I really think a 4-0, 4-1 is what we should be aiming for here. Inter Miami drew 0-0 with Al Ali. I barely watched the game at all. I just don't have too much of an interest. I've decided to stop poo-pooing on the competition because I think that's unfair of me. I'm just gonna say from now on that I don't really have any thoughts, and I'll try to catch a couple games, but that's it. Yo, Jack, thoughts about the Mexico World Cup jersey for next year? The original got scrapped last minute. Apparently, it's going to be inspired by the iconic Aztec jerseys from the 1998 World Cup. I did see that. I didn't even see the original mock-up, though, so I don't know what got scrapped. Like, maybe it was good. Maybe it was bad. You guys have to let me know. Maybe I can look that up later or at halftime or something. We can pull it up. But, I mean, when you go Aztec theme, you can't go wrong. You know, even our kits for the Copa America I thought were amazing because they were kind of that, like, Aztec warrior, kind of like eagle feather inspired kit. I thought it looked sick, but I do love the black ones we have now. I'm not sure if it's my favorite black one we've ever had. Probably my second favorite black one we've ever had, though.
Oh, I know you're not talking about Aztec breastplate without me.
Yeah, apparently we're getting another Aztec breastplate variation for the World Cup. No mock-ups.
And that's what I'm talking about. See, yeah. This goes. I mean, what is it? What has it been? Been a week since we did a Mexico stream?
Has it even been a week? I feel like it's been like 4 days.
Has it even been a week?
Was it really a week?
Look, all you guys need is that Aztec inspired breastplate to clear the mojo, the voodoo, the mala leche from the god Quetzalcoatl.
Yeah.
From the TikTokers who have defiled your sacred altars. That's what it is.
There are too many of those. Hundreds of thousands.
Hundreds of thousands.
Are you
unwanted,
seeing the
uninvited
lineups, by the way, right now?
I am.
Oh, look at that. That's a beautiful thing.
At the same time?
I guess we're going to have to wait and see. I will say, one positive thing to the Dominican Republic, their wingers are okay. I personally love the blue kit. In the lineup graphic I just saw, they were wearing their blue kit. They're actually going to be wearing their white because you can't wear dark blue and black, obviously. But their dark blue kit is very beautiful. I think it's a really, really nice kit. These kind of like Central American, Caribbean teams, they just knock it out of the park with a lot of their kits. They do it so well.
Well, it's their flags too. All of it.
That as well. Yeah, they do have cool flags.
What would you call that? Would you call that heraldry? Is it? Heraldry. Are we past heraldry? Have we evolved past heraldry as a society?
Break down heraldry for me. Give me the Oxford Dictionary definition.
Heraldry would be like, the iconography associated with like banners and representation of different houses. Like what the Starks in Game of Thrones or a dire wolf on a field of white snow. The Baratheons are a golden stag on a field of green.
So
The
it's like the
Albanians are a
imagery.
black two-headed eagle on a field of blood red.
So it's imagery that evokes a nation.
Yeah, but I mean, usually now it's just flags, but are flags a form of heraldry is what I'm getting. This is what the people want to know, Jack. All right. I don't know how to. Do I have to coach you through
It's
these
like
streams every
guilds in
time?
World of Warcraft, like the guild tabard that you got on, basically. That's all you had to say. By the way, have you seen the game start?
Game just started. They just kicked off.
Oh, okay, cool. All right.
Are
I'm gonna
we?
pause.
Okay.
No. I'm definitely like 5 seconds ahead. But all right, what do you want?
What am I? Oh, I'm on 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
Okay.
17,
I'm pausing it for you.
18,
Keep it going.
19, 20, 21, 22,
Keep it
23,
going.
24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34.
Yep,
That's
lined up.
insane that you were that far ahead of me. That's unreal. Okay. Well,
It's just VIX, dude. I'm convinced
shout
that
out
because
VIX.
VIX is like $7 a month, that like when they were doing the contract negotiations, they were like, all right, so we're gonna be 30 seconds behind everyone else, but we're gonna charge $7.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you want it live? Then we're probably not the service you want to go with, but we'll get you close. That's what they said.
I'll take close.
Yeah.
I'll take close. Love that. I'm gonna look up the definition of heraldry because that's what the people want to know. That's what they came to this stream for.
Yeah, Connor, you were off screen, but I'm thinking that Mexico probably needs to win. Like, I need 3 goals from us.
Yeah. Yeah,
think,
that seems reasonable.
Yeah, I think a 3-0, 4-1 is what I would accept. Honestly, would I accept the Dominican scoring a goal? No, I'd rather take the 3-0 than the 4-1. But
look,
I
this
think
better
4-0 is more accurate. I think we're gonna hit it.
We better have a baseball score line. The Dominicans love baseball. Let's give them a baseball score line. It's time.
Can't those be like 2-1 sometimes?
No, not usually. You're
No?
usually looking at like 3-4 plus.
Okay. So like 4-2. That's a baseball score.
It ranges. Like 7-2 would be a baseball score line. Be a pretty good game. Yeah. It gets up there.
I cannot complain if we get 9 goals in a game. I'm just gonna be like, all right, that was sick.
If you get any less than 3 goals in this game, I will have wasted my time staying up.
Oh, I agree with you.
Except for the fact that Basics Brody just called me the Republican Ron Weasley. All right. My entire tenure here has been completely validated. Don't be fooled. I'm staunchly independent.
I've seen your voter history. We all know that ain't true. We've all seen the stickers on the back of your Ford truck, Connor. You're not fooling any of us.
I don't have any stickers on the back of that Ford truck. Thank you, sir.
One day I'll publish a photo that was taken of your desk. All your favorite icons, including Ronald Reagan, right above.
I like him as an actor. I don't know what to tell you. Hold on. His cowboy movies were real good.
Him and Clint Eastwood at the top alone.
That's crazy that you and Jake dragged me down into this with you. Are
being
we about to get
or being a fan of Ronald Reagan?
I think those are the same.
Or watching Ronald Reagan movies.
Just bringing me into political conversations, period.
Oh. Ain't nothing political. We're just talking about Ronald Reagan, the actor. That was a shite free kick.
Ronald Reagan
oh my God. So both Jimenez's took turns with absolutely shite kicks there. You know what? I'm going to say this now.
Yeah, it was trash.
Santi Jimenez doesn't have the head for the fade that he has. Agree or disagree?
I'm gonna have to take a look at it again. That's gonna have to go to
Okay.
VAR. But
I'm gonna slow it down next time.
initial reactions, I would say that it's, and I've been told this myself as a man who likes to frequent,
Okay,
I
corner
don't
kick.
even know how you would say this, urban barbershops, but they've told me to my face, your hair is too light for a fade. It's not gonna look good. So Santi
Mm.
Jimenez might just have too light of hair, you know?
I just think how they trimmed it at the bottom. You're watching Mexico do nothing on a corner kick and go all the way back to Malagon, right?
Yeah.
We're watching the same thing here? Okay,
Oh yeah.
fantastic. Yeah, Jaeger, we're going to try to provide as much enlightening color commentary as we can here.
Little do
Starting
you
with the
know.
discussion on Santi's haircut, which I just feel like he's got the face for long hair. I think he would look so good with medium long hair.
You think so?
I don't know if he's ready for that, though.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
How many national team goals does he need before he busts out the
10.
Falcao?
10. You need 10.
Okay.
You need 10, which is
I was gonna
asking
say-
a lot.
I was gonna say
Vinicius
20.
doesn't have 10. You're going to say
I was
20?
going to say 20.
No, I
was gonna
think
say 20.
it depends on how fast he
goals.
gets them. For the Cavani. Ooh. For El Toro. No, not El
Yeah.
Toro.
El
what's it called?
Matador.
El Matador.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Toro sounded right, though. I was like, my Spanish brain was like, that's correct. He is the bull.
Our word association. We were like, yes, correct. No, that's
like,
that's
that's his-
Lautaro.
It's like, that's his nickname. Cavani the bull.
Have you seen this right here? Come on now, Brody. Brody coming in with the heat.
Why does he look like he's auditioning for Apocalypto? Damn.
Going back though, Apocalypto, what a shout. What a great
what a movie.
If I was the Mexican national team coach, I would have that playing in the locker rooms at all times. At all times.
This comment is hilarious. USA disappointed me so much I became a Brazil fan. Then the 7-1 happened. Dude, imagine switching that. Imagine filing the one-time switch like Ability did. Picks Brazil before the 2014 World Cup. And it's the worst semifinal showing of all time.
Brutal.
Yeah. That's got to be rough. You know, I was looking at the games with the biggest margins of victory at the last 5 World Cups, and you guys have one against Yugoslavia. I think it was 98. You beat them either 6-0 or 6-1. I think it was Yugoslavia. Or
Rest in peace,
Czechoslovakia.
Yugoslavia.
It was one of them. 6-0 or 6-1. I mean, some scholar in the chat. I know many of you are scholars.
Oh, that little move by the Dominican Republic, that might be the best thing we see from them
bad.
all game.
That wasn't bad.
That was not bad at all. I don't mean to interrupt you. I apologize.
No, it's okay. I was just yapping. Why do I feel like Mexico's going to struggle and it's going to be a 1-0? Well, our lineup looks horrible from a chance creation standpoint. Like we just can never seem to put some speed from that Dominican right back, dude. Number 2. Get him in the 4x400 team. Damn. And he's still pushing. Oh, my gosh. It's a good slide from Montes, and he F's it up, actually. Never mind. Wow. It was terrible. Reyes kind of scuffing around here. And Mexico, we got sweat dripping from our foreheads against the Dominicans. This is not a great start.
You guys are lacking a little bit of communication here. I mean, did you see on the overlap when he did that little – not the overlap, excuse me. Right when they got to midfield, he lofted the ball over him, but it was to the wrong side. We got to start talking to each other here. Am I filing a one-time switch?
We got to start. I mean, I wouldn't. That ball over top was the right idea. Unfortunately, it's Israel Reyes attempting it, and that he just doesn't have that in his bag. Our entire chance creation this game is going to be Raul Jimenez dropping deep and Cesar Montes long balls over top. That's like all we got here. We went with zero creativity in the middle. We went with 2 defensive midfielders against the Dominican Republic. I don't understand. And like that's gonna be okay if we score early, but we're not having serious. Edson Alvarez
Oh my
doesn't
God.
create chances.
That shouldn't be happening right now.
I feel like Montes did well on that ball over top. You
Yeah.
thought it looked bad?
I mean, the opportunity shouldn't be there. He looks in control and he is in the driver's seat, but I don't like how much time they have in your half of the field.
That Dominican striker, he scored. I watched them their whole game against Guatemala in the CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers, round 3. Now they're in round 4, I think. And Guatemala scored first, then the Dominican scored 2 in a row, and that guy had one of the goals. And then Guatemala scored 3 bangers in a row in the second half and won 4-2. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if Guatemala can score 4 against these guys, I mean, God help us if we don't get minimum 3. Like, that's just what I'm thinking here. I don't care if it's Eric Lira or Jake Helmberg playing in the cam position for us. We got to get some freaking goals here, dude.
Which one of them is more of a tronco?
I actually think Jake had some very good, like, composure in the middle of the park. He was the Vietnamese Busquets, pretty much.
Oh, that's a high compliment.
Yeah. I mean, no finishing ability at all, but
that's all right.
He could, goddamn, could he pass sideways? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, he was a big rugby guy.
Dude had a nasty 4-yard sideways pass. I mean, that thing was going to come to you nice and crisp.
Time check, guys. We're sitting at 11:36, 37, 38, 39, 40.
Dude, this is a hilarious comment. The next Ben Shapiro and Steven Crowder. I'm sorry. I'm so far behind in the comments, but that is hilarious. Oh, my God.
Somebody said that this, I had something up there, and it was like, this stream is going to be about flags, random facts, and counting. I don't know what
this one I got right here. The entire stream is going to be haircuts, random history, and counting.
Listen, man, I don't know where we are on the spectrum, but we're there. We're on it somewhere.
Yeah, without a doubt. Josue's bored of the game already. He says, what's y'all's favorite movie?
All I can think about right now is Apocalypto.
See, I knew there was a scholar in the chat. It was 2006 when y'all beat down the poor Yugoslavia/Czechoslovakia. Pretty sure it was Yugoslavia, but
at the time.
Okay, terrible giveaway. And now the Dominicans are actually threatening here. Ball over top. Gallardo's not even in the picture. He's basically walking to get back. It's well cleared by Edson, but that was a kind of a scary cross, and Mexico got a stop. Oh, that touch was just pure anvil touch right there.
Yeah. It was a nice chop, though. He got me with that.
Yeah, it was a nice chop, but it just went 10 yards.
Che boludo, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estás, querido? Dude, Brody has had a monopoly on the comments for the last 2 Mexico streams. His Spanish ancestry, he says Aguirre's Spanish ancestry is self-consciously making him sabotage Mexico.
God. His Spanish ancestry and all those years he spent abroad in Spain in La Liga just corrupted him. The rot,
the corruption. Filthy Europeans.
That paella got to him. And
the
I understand it, dude.
And the drinkable water.
Bro. And the drinkable water and the Arab architecture.
Listen, all I'm saying is that the flamenco, you don't see that anywhere else in Europe.
You don't see the Alhambra? That's the castle in Granada, I think. The Alhambra, right?
I don't know. You got me
Oh,
there.
dude, it's
One of us
it's
has been to
basically
Granada, and it's not the guy wearing the Hill Country, Texas hat. All right.
dude, you gotta go. I think it's
Yeah, I
the most
want to.
underrated place in Spain because like not that many people go there, so it's a little more like local.
Yeah.
Oh,
See that? See that pass right there? We had to talk to each other. We had to talk to each other there.
I just don't think that was good for Medicine. Dude, every game. Well, I said 4 goals earlier, y'all. Bring it down to 2-0. We're not scoring 4 in a game that Jorge Sanchez is playing. Like there's just
Yeah, no, dude. I hate that man. I
he's
hate
so bad.
that man. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen him turn in a good performance.
No.
Even a mediocre performance.
I don't know what his best game was ever. I would really have to wind back the clock. We were probably playing Nicaragua on a friendly. Like it's been a while. Usually he just gets cooked and can't pass. I don't know if there's a worse player because I feel like he starts more than Charlie Rodriguez. Like Charlie Rodriguez gets in the squad all the time, but he doesn't start super often. Sanchez starts a lot. I'm trying to think of another ass cheeks fullback that gets that many starts for their national team. Like, I'm really not sure. I'm really struggling to think.
Man.
Okay. Looks like Sanchez won a tackle there. Piojo. Oh, it is looking fail as hell right now for us.
Oh, my God.
What is this? We're just, like, trying to back heel, and this is terrible footy right now.
Yeah, they're like throwing the fundamentals into the wind, and they're going straight for finesse passes. This doesn't.
No, it's just whatever we're trying to cook, it doesn't taste good. There's no amount of seasoning we can add to this broth to not make it taste like ass.
Yeah, which is ironic because these are two countries known for their strong seasonings.
Yeah. I don't know too much about Dominican food, I'll be real.
I think plantains? Am I crazy? Dominican's like, am I crazy?
I don't know. I don't know enough to.
I think Dominicans got plantains. I've had Dominican food before, but I don't.
Ooh, ball over top. Ball over top. Oh, get up. Shoot it. Oh, my God. Santi Jimenez with another miss on an open goal.
Wow.
Santi Jimenez with another miss on an open goal. Nah, dude. He had 2 against Switzerland. You got me a third in a week, bro. You got me a third awful finish in a week. That's inexcusable. This has to be a goal. That has to be a goal. Yeah, remember we talked about Santi has not earned the Cavani long hair?
That's not it. No, that's not
You
it.
don't have
Because
the stats.
Cavani's sending that top corner, top bins with a rocket. He's putting emphasis on it.
If I would even say every team in CONMEBOL, probably barring Chile right now, their forwards would put that away.
Yeah.
That's the difference between CONMEBOL, man. Like, you give them chances, they're probably going to take them. That was just hit it, man. Just hit it. And then the volley afterwards is shit. Really not good from Santi there. God damn. Gallardo. Nah, bro. Come on now. Semijon with a message here. Absolutely out of context and random, but I can't wait for Nico Pazma, Stantuono, and Echeverri to get some more games in the men's team.
Love that. What a shot.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that too. Foo Season says Mexico's so bad on my life. Oh, on your life, you're correct, bro.
Your life is safe. Your life is so safe, bro.
The Grim Reaper is not coming for you tonight, dude. Yet as bad as we've been, gentlemen, we have an amazing chance because Raul! Oh, that's a great save. That's a great save.
What a save. Wow.
That was so good. Now that's how you strike a football.
That's how you strike a football, right there.
It's
Se puso bola.
not. And Santi with the foul in the box for no reason at all. Let's see this replay here, though. That was great.
See, right there. Nice little interplay. Boom. That's a grown man shot.
Okay, I'm going to highlight this because this is important. That chance comes from Jesus Gallardo, who I know people are always like, Jorge Sanchez and Jesus Gallardo suck. Gallardo doesn't suck. He's just insanely mid. But at least with Gallardo, we get at least one or two of those per game. One or two of those chances where he pushes up. And that pass wasn't really great. It was kind of bobbling. It's a great hit from Raul. But at least I get that. That's why I don't get super mad when I see Gallardo. I'm like, okay, sure. All right, we're going to see another average game. That's kind of forgettable. But at least it's not terrible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's terrible with Jorge Sanchez. I wouldn't be surprised if we see one more from Gallardo like that. We do look a bit better now. It looks like the Dominicans are starting to be stretched.
All I know is that Jimenez is spelled with a J.
Any other spellings are considered heresy.
Yep.
Okay, we're seeing a throw in here. Okay. Edson
Oh,
chilling. Oh, that's not good.
thank God for that recovery.
Yeah, that was almost disgusting. Kevin says, are you guys in the 10th minute? I'm in the 15th minute. You asked that 5 minutes ago. No, we were on the 16th minute with you. I'm on 21:30 right now.
Yeah.
Oh, Connor, I did just realize the FootMob counter says 15 minutes. So somehow that is 10 minutes behind. Do you just want to refresh once?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not your fault. It's just FootMob being FootMob.
Dude, no, it's still saying 15. What is going on?
Benjamin says, Jack, should we play Edson in defense to replace Johan with Lira in the midfield with Ruiz? Am I cooking and do I need to be kicked out of the kitchen? I wouldn't say you need to be kicked out of the kitchen. I think Ruiz and Lira is okay. I think Ruiz and Edson would be okay too. That's kind of what I would prefer, honestly, instead of Lira. I prefer Edson Ruiz in the midfield. I think Israel Reyes is good enough as a CB. With Montez for this game. I mean, we all know who our CBs are, but I'm assuming you're talking about a world. Oh, Raul. No, Raul. No, that was way too duro, bro. Come on. Slow that shit down.
Oh.
Dude, Raul's aura is crazy. Like, I felt the aura through the TV when he took that shot. That's crazy. DR got some fast-ass players. Yeah, they do have a couple pretty fast players. I mean, they're an athletic team. They just don't have a ton of reps together either. So I think we're going to see, like, just create chaos. They will concede. They don't have the cohesion like that. God damn.
Ooh, that's a good question. Somebody said, if you could take one player from South Korea and one player from Japan for this Mexico side, who would it be?
Can you highlight that comment? If you could take one player from Japan, Iran, and South Korea,
and Iran.
who would you take from Mexico's team? Okay, fascinating question here. From Korea, I would 100% take Lee Gang-in because we would have a 10 and we'd have the best 10 in CONCACAF and we would cook. From Iran, I would take Mohebi because he's an extremely physical left winger who scores goals. Like, that guy's a beast and scary in the box. And from Japan, I would take Interesting. Who would I take from Japan? I'm trying to I can't take a cam anymore. I could take a winger. I could take Mitoma, but I already took Mohebi. I'd probably take either Wataru Endo. Wataru Endo, maybe Zion Suzuki, goalkeeper. Probably one of those. That's a good question, though.
That's a good question. I like that.
That's a good question, yeah. There's a couple different, depending on who you poach from Japan, you're going to take a different player from Iran. So, you could take Mitoma 100%, but then I would have to take a different Iranian. I'd probably take, it's all their forwards are really good. Probably Asmoon, then. I would take Asmoon just because he's a freak. Okay. No, Montes. What the hell, bro?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. That was really bad. Okay, this is scary here. I don't like this at all. I do not like this at all. Yes. Run. Oh, that was a flop and a half from Pineda. Have we even said Pineda's name since the stream started?
I don't think
so. His first involvement in 23 minutes?
Yeah. Thank y'all for looking out. Base Savage, thanks for the super chat, big dog. Ask away. Ask your question.
What did he ask?
He super chatted and then he said, "Wait, I had a question."
Yeah, man, you got one question in reserve.
Oh, Jack, he just asked, do you enjoy football of AFC more than CONCACAF?
Yes, because I think there's more personality in Asia. But I do like the CONCACAF games at a certain point. It just has to be the top half of CONCACAF and up. When you start getting to all the islands we have, I just don't really enjoy watching those games. I mean, it's very, very amateur level, I think.
What are these? This feels amateur level sometimes. What was that pass? I mean, he's got a guy sitting by himself in the midfield. Let's talk triangles, fellas. Come on.
What time are you on?
27, 11, 12, 13.
27?
Yeah.
Dude, how did you get so ahead of me again? Okay, hold on.
I don't know.
Well, I'm going to go forward then. Okay. Keep saying your time.
27, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35,
okay, we're up.
36.
We're up. Dude, you somehow jumped 30 seconds ahead of me.
I have no idea.
I don't understand.
VIX, baby.
Time actually does go faster in VIX. Kim Min Jae from Korea, that's a good one y'all were saying. Yeah, that's a good one. I thought about him. It's either Lee Gang-in or Kim Min Jae for me. Beef of the CBs.
Jorge Sanchez is a freaking liability.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he just fouled the Dominican, but the ref just didn't call it there. Okay, every time the ball goes wide to him, I'm just horrified for what I'm about to see.
Yeah.
Gallardo down. Raul. Come on, bro. Israel Reyes. Push up, dog. Huge dub with the Dominicans going to halftime. No. And I will be really mad. This lineup sucks, though. Can we make some adjustments already? Is it too early to make 3 subs?
We got another super chat here. This one's from Jeremy Pena. He says, "Love y'all. What are Guate's chance to qualify to 26?"
Appreciate the super chat, man. I don't know yet because I haven't seen y'all's group, but I am going to do a video about that either tomorrow or Monday. So I'll ask another question that we can answer now because you gave a super chat, so I want to make sure you get yours, but I'll talk more about that in a future video. I don't know yet because I don't know what the groups are, and I've been trying to avoid them online so I can do a blind reaction. Oh. How are we struggling to get past the third quarter against the DR? I mean, have you seen some of the offensive players we got out here, bro?
Not to mention they're defending with 6. 7 now.
Yeah.
God.
We've also had two good opportunities. We just scuffed it. Well, the Raul Jimenez was not a scuff. That was an amazing save, but
yes.
the Santi is a scuff and a half, bro. Ooh, Gallardo. See,
good little
movement there. Good little movement across.
Oh, no mames.
Pendejo,
No mames, pendejo.
What the fuck? That better have been blocked, dude.
Tarado de mierda.
Oh,
and he's insanely
you idiot. Fuera de juego.
Wow.
Mira este hijo de puta.
That was almost good, though. You're showing signs of life.
Good. You know what? I'll take that versus whatever the hell Jorge giving me on the right. I'll take that. At least Gallardo's trying, man.
Damn, that stadium's beautiful.
Did the ref just call a foul on that? Oh, no, offsides. He called offsides. That's crazy. Edson. Baby, somebody's got to talk to him.
Baby, somebody got to talk to him.
Put the...
Oh.
Who in the... Dude, Jorge Sanchez's crossing ability is just...
That cross was 20 feet too far back. 20 feet.
We had 4 guys in the box. And all of them were near the 6-yard box. And he sends it damn near outside the box. He crossed it diagonally backwards.
I don't know how. I don't know how
he's technically this bad, but this is exactly why he got a chance at 2 different European clubs, and both of them were like, absolutely not.
Yep.
Dude, Ajax signed this guy. I don't know if you remember that, but Ajax signed this guy, and I was like, this is the most random transfer ever. He's never going to play. Sure enough, barely played because he doesn't have the technical ability to play for Ajax. This is scary. This is really scary. I don't like. Oh,
oh, dude.
Oh my gosh, dude! I thought this Reyes just put a bombazo in the top corner.
Is that the second best chance of the game?
I think so.
Unreal.
Damn, dude. That was... I think Malagon had it covered, but...
Yeah.
I mean, it looked great. That's a good chance from them, man.
ZXC, we've been asking that. And you know what? The easy joke here is to say, something like, that's what the coach is asking anytime he's on the field. Except for the fact that he's so bad that I feel like he's a liability. You can't afford to miss him. It's impossible not to see him.
What I don't understand, right, is imagine you're a coach and you've worked so hard to get to a professional level. You've busted your ass for decades to manage the Mexican national team. And now that you're here, you're like, I'm going to put my legacy and my family name on the line for Jorge Sanchez. I don't get it. Edson, Pastelita, he was wide open. Come on, man. A little bit more in the middle, guys. Pineda has not beaten a man once, as he tends to do. Oh, my God, Edson, that pass is diabolical. Oh, wow. That's some happy feet by it's a good recovery from...
Yeah.
Raul Jimenez, I think, has the tackle there. Why is he having to drop so deep?
I don't know, dude. He looks like Harry Kane right now. This is insane.
And that's not good. We don't need him to be... Yeah, like... It wasn't good when Harry Kane had to play midfielder for Spurs either. I mean, he can do it, but better for the midfielders to actually do that part.
Yeah, for them to do their job, for sure.
Interesting. Loco says, Jack, thoughts on Junior Firpo going to Real Betis? I know you follow La Liga a lot, so do you rate the move? I did not know that Firpo was confirmed to Real Betis, but their fullbacks are not super good. Well, they're not bad. They just have very like solid fullback options. Firpo's interesting. Obviously, he had the Barcelona ties, so now he's nope. So now he's back into sorry, that was actually a complete nothing burger. So now he's back in La Liga. I think Betis is a great level for him. And I think with how dynamic they looked in the second half of the season, Firpo being able to go forward and attack, I think he'll fit them a lot better than gosh, what is their left back's name? His name begins with a P, French guy. It's not Pavard, but it's like Pallard or Paourd or something. I think Firpo's a better player, and I think I said a lot that the defense is Betis' biggest weakness. That's a great move for both parties.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I mean, good attempt. Okay, now, I don't know if he's trolling me right now. Mexico versus Chile would go hard. The thing is, he ain't even wrong, dude. He's not even wrong.
Basics wants to know at what point do we stop making excuses for Santi? And I think the devil you know right now going into a World Cup is better than the devil you don't. So I think you give him the World Cup, and then after that, you start looking for other options.
I think I stopped making excuses for Santi a year ago with the Selección. Like, I don't talk about his Feyenoord or AC Milan form that much because I don't watch Eredivisie and I do want to watch more Serie A next year. I'm very much looking forward to somehow incorporating that. But with the Selección, he's gotten a lot of opportunities recently, and it's not like he's playing really, really well and just is getting unlucky. I mean, he's not really having a big impact. And I think Raul Jimenez coming in, great pass here by Pineda. Gallardo.
Oh, dude. The crosses are just off today.
Yeah, it looked
Is the ball overinflated? What's going on?
He got too much air underneath it. Like, it was too much of a floated cross. Anyways, I think Raul, when he came back and was so good and has been our best player for the last year, it kind of exposed Santi even more and made him look even worse, right? Because, Connor, maybe you're not familiar with everything being said about Mexico and Santi, but it was, he doesn't get the service. Oh, he's good, he just doesn't get the service. If he had better wingers, he would be good. He would score goals. And then Raul came in and said, I am him, and just did it anyways.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, maybe it is Santi. So he's still a good player, but this is why I've always been against the Real Madrid rumors. This is why I've been against the world-class shouts. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. He's lucky to be at AC Milan, quite frankly, and he needs to make the most of that opportunity. And if he doesn't come good next season, they will sell him to Saudi Arabia after 2026. I'm telling you right now, because they will need to recoup the money.
No.
No! Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Dude, Gallardo just got shredded. Oh my gosh. He just got beat so bad one-on-one. He got sat down. This is not good. I like this 19 for the Dominican Republic, man. Is that the Getafe boy they have? I think that's their Getafe guy.
Yeah,
they do have a couple
just
guys,
said the
Connor,
comments.
and like that he's from Getafe.
Yeah.
He doesn't play. Yeah, Gonzalez. He doesn't play too much for them, but I mean, he was like a pretty regularly used sub. I remember seeing him a few times, but not a starter, but still like a great.
Oh no!
Oh my gosh! Okay, that was a good recovery from Gallardo. But why are the Dominicans looking so much more dangerous than us right now? Like, look at this right here. Barrios does one pass down. Piojo's completely out of position. Center backs just standing there doing nothing. That's tragic, man.
Wow. Yeah, they're playing like a unit. Those are two opportunities that you guys can't afford right now.
No. Perraud, thank you. That's the Betis Perraud. Perot, I think is maybe how you say it in French. I don't know. That's the guy I'm talking about.
That's a cross.
Yeah. Guys, we are on minute 39. It's about to be minute 40. Our foot mob continues to be behind by 5 minutes. I don't know why. We're not actually at 34-10. We're at 40, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know what's going on with that.
I don't know either. I just refreshed, and again, still.
Still? Should I try? I mean, I can try.
Do you want to try?
Yeah, I'll try my, because maybe that's why everyone's like, you're like minutes behind. We're really not.
Yeah, why don't you try and throw it up there?
Yeah, I'll try. Let me see what mine says. Dude, oh yeah, it's a fault mob issue. Mine says 34 minutes too. So I think it's just fault mob. Can you just pull yours back up? They'll probably fix it at halftime, hopefully.
All right, word.
Or let me check ESPN. Here, if this works, I'll send you the link, and we can just pull up the ESPN stream. Okay, the ESPN one is correct. If you want to go to that instead.
Yeah.
Here, I'll put it in our private chat if that's easier for you. All right, sent. It's not gonna look as pretty, y'all, but at least you won't think we're 6 minutes behind. Apple Salad says Gallardo just got deep fried. Yeah, he's talking about that chance a couple minutes ago. It absolutely got deep fried. Oh, you're going to have to scroll all the way in there, Lord.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Lord Almighty. There. Oh, okay. Now scroll down just a little bit. We're almost. Yeah, there we go. All right, we're cooking again.
Finally.
Oh, my gosh. That's a really good tackle by Montez. But Dominican pace is looking very dangerous right now.
Yeah, that's scary.
Woo. Come on, y'all. 42nd minute. Can we get one more goddamn chance before the half ends, please? Okay. Raul Jimenez winning the ball back. He should not be playing right winger. This is fundamentally broken, what we're trying to do right now. Oh, Gallardo. Oh, my Lord. We don't have anybody who can kind of pick up the ball in this area and make something happen. Like, Eric Lira's positioning makes no sense. He keeps tucking way too close.
See, that right there. That right there, that's high school. That's high school football.
That's CONCACAF, baby. That's what that is right there. Marvin says we're getting grouped at home.
God.
I think Vilmer's spot on. Mexico showed up looking past this game, thought this would be easier. It's like, look, we have the capability to murder Dominican Republic, but not if you don't try. But not if you don't play well. Ooh, Edson, baby, el machine. Vamos, carajo. Holy hell, dude, we needed that. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. We've been certified ass for 44 minutes. But it's just Mexico and CONCACAF, man. It's the story of Mexico, as Chiellini would say. We don't play very well, but we're playing a bad CONCACAF side, and we score off a set piece, and it's usually Edson.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I saw that one in the chat. No spoilers, please.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I saw that one. That's why I kept my mouth shut. I was like,
Oh, okay. I appreciate that. I had no idea. Dude, if you want to do what I do, I'm always like delayed in the chat.
Scroll up, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm okay right now. I'm all right.
Okay.
I'm all right on that. I like keeping up with the newest chats. We get double coverage. Now, if it was an Argentina game, We'd have a conversation.
Canal says Gareca to Mexico. Hey, that was a rumor, and I think he would have been a good Mexico coach.
He would be a good Mexico coach.
I really do.
I think he needs to go somewhere and get his mojo back, and then he can take on this beast of a job.
It's going to be interesting to see what he does. If Lorenzo gets fired by Colombia, somebody's got to snatch him up, man.
Yeah.
You have to.
That would be a nice one. Dude, honestly, get him into the U.S.
Hey, remember when we filmed that episode way back in the day, and I was like, dude, I think Pochettino might be sacked? And you and Hayden were like, oh, no, he's getting paid a bag. And I was like, I'm just saying, dude, if results are terrible.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Why was he allowed to do that? What is Montes doing in the box? You just let the opposing player take a half volley in our 6-yard box. Oh, Santi getting locked up.
Yeah.
And with a foul.
A literal wrestling match.
That's a disaster.
He can't even lucha libre right.
No, he ain't got it like that. What is he doing? What is he doing? Montes is also a foot taller than the Dominican striker. That's so bad. Against a better team, we get punished there. Who would I would sub on Araujo immediately for Jorge Sanchez. I would bring on Marcel Ruiz for Eric Lira, and I'd probably bring in Alexis Vega or Julian Quiñones or Chino Huerta for Oberlin.
Chino Huerta.
I don't really care who.
Chino Huerta gotta be a lock for me.
Yeah.
Thank you, mods. I see you guys putting in work.
El Chapulín says my heart rate's 120 right now. Bro, if we're getting our heart rate up to 120 against the Dominicans in the group
against
phase,
the Dominican Republic, yeah.
We're in trouble, dude. Oh, my God. Even my dad, he was like, who's Mexico playing today? I was like, the Dominican Republic. And he was like, they have a football team? I was like, kind of.
Kind of. They have one of the football teams of all time.
That's how you know CONCACAF is just not on the same level as some other federations, because, like, I think my dad's a great litmus test because he knows nothing about football, but he does watch the World Cup. I will give him credit. He actually does watch a decent amount of the Copa America, and he may or may not watch, like, the, what would I say? Like, he might watch the Gold Cup final because it'll probably be on Fox Sports or something. He might watch the Gold Cup final. And I can tell because he'll ask me, like, who's playing today? And I'll be like, we got Jordan versus Iraq. And he's like, oh, Jordan versus Iraq. And then, God, he's so adorable. He'll like throw in something and be like, Iraq the good guys today? And I'm like, I guess.
Damn, Dad.
Yeah, he's like, is it bad I want Iraq to win? I'm like, no, Dad, that's perfectly normal. Like, you can.
That's totally fine.
Totally fine. I'm sure the Iraqis would love to have you as part of their fan base. Right? Or, like, you know, I'll be like,
dude,
yeah, Morocco, Senegal, something like that.
Scott's a freaking Iraqi ultra?
I think so. I think so. He might be flying to Basra for the next round of games. But then it will get to CONCACAF. You know, and of course, Europe, I'm like, Spain, Portugal today. And he'll be like, I think I'll catch the second half. Like, he will sit down and watch, like, the bigger games. Then we get to CONCACAF. And he's like, who's playing today? And I'm like, Nicaragua, Honduras. And he's like, oh. He's like, are those teams, like, who's the favorite? And I'm like, Honduras is the favorite. And he's like, are they good? And I'm like, not really, Dad.
No.
Not really. And he's like, He's like, and you watch those games? And I'm like, sometimes, if I have to. And he's like, wow. You know, So my dad's reaction basically tells me if like the average person finds this to be a banger fixture or just like completely terrible.
He's the litmus test.
Yeah. He is the litmus test. All right. I have been way behind in the chat, so let me see.
Well, you're just in time for a super chat here. Pineda and Piojo need to be benched. Vega and Quiñones Chino need to start. Chino, you got my vote. You got my vote. 100%.
Connor not fighting you on that.
Never.
Not fighting you on that.
Never.
Angel Batista said this game screams Ruiz, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think so. I just don't we are Mexico and we're playing two destroyers in the midfield with zero creativity, zero game management ability against the Dominican Republic. I mean, it's not that you don't have to be a tactical to look at this and be like, is this the right time?
Yeah.
We're playing like we're set up like we're about to play Argentina, where it's like, all right, guys, we're going to have 30% possession at max, make it tough, tackle. It's the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, let's keep it 10 toes down right now. It's absolutely unnecessary.
It is. All right, looks like the mods are trying to pin something. Sorry, I have not been reading the chat. Looks like Pula's going to try to pin something to say no spoilers. Christian, are you still able to put people in timeout, or have I somehow accidentally removed that as part of your permissions? I feel like I accidentally screwed that up, didn't I, like a while ago? Connor, can you also scroll up just a little bit on your overlay? Or scroll down, sorry. Scroll. Oh. A little bit more?
Oh, it's not
the header
letting
doesn't change. Okay, hold on.
It's
hold
okay.
on.
I can zoom in. I can zoom in some more.
No, we're good here. I'll just adjust. Oh, no, stop. Take it back. Oh, God. All right,
bring it back.
Stop, I got it. Oh, no. Oh, okay, hold on. Here we go. It's good. It's good here. Okay.
Jesus.
Here we go. This should not have been that hard. Andrew says Alexis Vega mid with the selection. Or he didn't. Oh, he did say selection. Okay. Thought he said selection. I will fully agree that we have not seen the best of Alexis Vega, but I still think he adds a little bit of flair to the team. I think he's a good decision maker in the final third. Chino's much more of like a pit bull, high press, take on a lot, even though he doesn't beat his man that often. Vega's much more of like a finding the right pass type guy. So I think there's a time and a place for Alexis Vega, and I kind of think he would be a little better against Dominican Republic because they're still going to be sitting back.
Okay, hold on. We got a big super chat here for $10, but first, Aisha says she's got to be real. Once Guadalupe goes, I'm emotionally out of here. Got to support the neighbor. Shout out. I love a Guadalupe shout. Come on now.
That's a banger shout.
I also might be saying it wrong. I think that they are technically Guadalupe, right?
I think it's Guadalupe, yeah. If I remember.
But we got Angel right here. Bautista. Would you rather see Mexico guarantee 3 World Cup final appearances or Liga MX becoming the second biggest league in the world while 70% of the league majority is Mexican? Dude, this might be a hot take. I think I'd take the second one. I think I'd take the second one.
I would not, but that's because I'm not a Liga MX fan, really, at all.
Well, here's my thought process, right? If you're the second biggest league in the world, to me, that means your talent is insane. So if you're doing that, right, and 70% of the league is Mexican, you've got the talent. You have the talent. That guarantees what? Not just 3, one-off contractual obligatory World Cup final appearances. No win guaranteed, right?
But it's 3 World Cup finals, dude.
It's 3 World Cup finals, yeah. But I'm thinking long-term here. Second biggest league in the world. Liga MX on par with Spain. That's huge.
I hear you. But for Mexico, where we are as a footballing country, I still think making 3 finals, you could argue, would have a greater impact than Liga MX. Because what's the play for Liga MX long term is like, if 70% of the league is Mexican, then I guess we're assuming that like development is also amazing, and we're like Spain level development or like Germany level development. That would be cool, and that would be great. But even if you have like German level development or Spanish level development, 3 World Cup final appearances, I assume we're meaning like consecutively too. Like, dude, Spain haven't made 3 World Cup finals consecutively. Germany haven't. Germany gotten grouped. So it's like Germany has we're the best development league in the world title, and they can't make World Cup finals.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think if you're a Liga MX fan, you take the second one, and I don't fault you at all. There's no wrong answer here. It's a great question, actually. I would take the World Cup finals, though, because I think the clout you would get from that would be insane. I mean, Mexicans will go to Europe if we make a World Cup final. I promise you at least 4 guys are getting bought and sold from the starting 11.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, dude, think about what it did for Morocco when they made 3rd.
That's true.
Every single person in that starting 11 was linked to somebody. Some people got moves, some people didn't. Let's say 3 finals, 6 World Cup. Okay, good clarification here.
I'll take dude, no, that's still pretty freaking good.
It's still pretty freaking good. You're basically telling me like the rest of my of at least my youth and middle-aged life, I'm seeing Mexico in a World Cup final, man. I would be an idiot to not take that. Is it selfish? Maybe it's selfish. But I got to serve my own self-interest.
No, you don't have to. This is the kind of greed they talk about in the Bible, man. That is, you've lost the plot.
You think I've lost the plot?
Gluttony.
I think for the live streams alone, I would pick the finals. Because
my man,
I know
you would pass away during the first one. You'd
I
suffer a heart
away.
attack. Your boys talk about who was it up there that had the heart rate of 120?
Oh, sorry. I can't remember who it was earlier, but that was a hilarious comment. We didn't do any live streams for the last World Cup. We hadn't really done a live stream yet. And honestly, I can't even remember. Do you remember what the first game was that we did a live stream for? Was it a Gold Cup game?
Dude, you know what? Was it? It was USA Canada. No, we didn't do a live stream for that. We did a match reaction for that.
Yeah, we just did a reaction. Hold on. I feel like I can verify this on the channel, what our first ever thing was. God, sorry, I missed so many chats here.
AA Sports said his friend who's a Cruz Azul fan says to put Charlie in the second half. So they dragged him to the padded room and tied his hands behind his back.
God, that's the only reasonable action to do there. Jack and youth in the same sentence is freaking hilarious. Mr. Money says, give me Norway versus Mexico at the World Cup. That'd be a great game. Bro's almost 40, talking about my youth. What the? I'm not almost 40, bro. I got a long way to go before I get there.
That's crazy that you catch it strays in this chat.
Yeah, well, we know. The chat can turn hostile real quick. They're
immediately.
This is well documented.
This is well documented.
Oh, Jose says the Christmas live. Oh, did we do? Was it a Christmas live stream? That was the first one ever. Hold on, I'm going to. Okay, the first live stream we did was the Deadball TV Christmas gift unwrapping, and Q&A. Dude, we did 2.5 hours on that thing. That's crazy.
Wow.
The first game we streamed is the most random shit ever. You ready for this? You're never going to guess this.
Yeah. No.
Newcastle versus Manchester United in the Prem.
Really? It was a Prem game?
Yeah. In the second one, CONCACAF U17 Championship, Mexico versus US. I remember that one. I remember doing that one. I think you were on there with me.
Was I?
I think I was hey, I'm
thought I
watching
missed
like
that one.
CONCACAF finals. You want to jump on? I didn't think I was alone for it. Maybe I was.
Damn. All right. Okay.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, no World Cup. We did do a lot of uploads for last World Cup, but no live streams for that. So that's going to be something different this time around.
Yeah.
I
I was obviously previously occupied. I had a lot of other stuff going on.
At that time, at the last World Cup, you were busy.
Namely Argentina. Argentina was making moves. I did not have the bandwidth.
Yeah. That's the struggle. It's like, okay, do I go to the games or do I do a live stream? Like, what's better for my life and for the channel? It's a tough decision. It ain't easy being a creator, folks.
Correct.
Who do you think will qualify for the World Cup in CONCACAF? Do you think there will be any through intercontinental playoffs? I think any CONCACAF team that goes through the intercontinental playoff will get beat up by whoever they have to play in Africa or Asia or from South America. I mean, if they catch Venezuela in neutral ground, I think it's going to be rough. Who do I think will qualify? I need to look at the groups, but I mean, I'll be stunned if Panama don't do it. I do think Jamaica will qualify. And Costa Rica, I think, will take it. I do not think Honduras are good enough. Guatemala, they're going to, all of them are going to fight. Like, Curaçao's going to fight. Suriname's going to fight. But it's just really tough to knock out Costa Rica, Jamaica, or Panama for me. And I would say Costa Rica are the most vulnerable because Miguel Herrera is the manager, and he can just be kind of iffy in qualifying. Jack should fight Jake Paul. Should with the revenue from that, I could upgrade the entire studio. We'd be filming live from Tokyo.
You could buy property. Yeah.
Let me see. Ozzy
Big E wants to know if I've a meet and greet. Oh yeah, we'll do a meet and greet. Big E wants to know if I've recovered from the Luis Diaz masterclass versus Argentina. Being that it ended in a draw and we were down 10 men, there was nothing to recover from, big dog. Y'all got one. Y'all took less points than Uruguay. Come on now. Come on now.
Beautiful goal though.
Beautiful goal.
Dude, I cannot believe Charlie Rodriguez just subbed on.
Yeah.
Vega came on too. I like that substitution. I really do. I think he'll do something in the second half. But Charlie Rodriguez over Marcel Ruiz is criminal. I think that was the only 2 subs we made, unless somebody else can confirm. This is just upsetting, man. Yeah, y'all are telling me Charlie got subbed in. I mean, the reactions from the chat alone are just, just freaking look at this. Like, literally everybody is like, kill me now. WTF. Charlie on. Oh my God, dude. It's just a disaster. I'm seeing Aguirre out in the chat.
Out.
I'm trying to think if there's ever been an Argentine manager that got that much hate for like one selection. I just think the culture's too different in Argentina. Like if you're bad, I just don't think you play.
Yeah. The competition is too stiff there, you know? And I don't know. You know what? There was a lot of like there was a lot of dissent for our forwards for a while, you know? I think the big goal! Jimenez with the J, baby. That's how you spell it. Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
lord.
Oh my
Oh my lord.
goodness. Hold on. Hold on.
It wasn't the greatest finish I've ever seen.
It don't matter.
It don't
It
matter.
don't matter. If you
I
have
mean,
a
that was
Santi Jimenez jersey, go print yourself off a J from your nearest post office printer and tape that sucker on the back of your jersey, because there is one Jimenez that plays for Mexico, and he's done it again. Beautiful. Track. Oh.
It was really
Little,
good. Ball
little
comes
step.
out wide. It's
Oh, was it from Santi?
yeah.
All right, never mind. All right. Okay. All right.
That's a
You can keep
great dummy
you can
from
keep the
Santi.
G.
That's a great dummy from him.
Wow. They're saying it's the Charlie aura that's permeating the selección.
Dude, are we about to say Aguirre masterclass?
They're saying Charlie, our savior.
See, dude, I think we start killing him now. I think we start killing him now because
Yeah, this is when they pile on.
I remember in the Guatemala game, which I'm gonna have to keep using as my piece of evidence for the Dominicans.
Wow.
Dude, what time are you on? Hold on, did you just like jump ahead of me?
48, 17, 18, 19, 20,
Hold on,
21, 22, 23.
Can you pause?
Yeah, I can.
You can? Okay, I'm
Yeah.
on 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
It's jumping.
26.
It's jumping. It's jumping.
All right,
for
so
me.
what you want now? What you want now?
41.
Okay, hold on. I think I can get this. I'm just gonna jump out the stream and jump back in.
All right.
I guess like your halftime must have been a little. That was weird. It like kind of jumped for me. That second time you reacted, I was like, wait a minute, nothing happened.
Yeah, you're like, hold on. That's my bad, dude. I thought we were.
No, you're all right. Call it out for me.
49, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
I'm 7
16,
behind you.
17, 18.
Okay, can you?
19.
What if you refresh? Because I can pause. So if I go ahead, I can pause.
They got me watching a commercial to refresh. This ain't worth.
Serious?
This ain't worth it.
How does VIX have? I don't. Look, it's $8 a month. Whatever. Well, when you're back in through the commercial, tell me what time you're on.
Oh Lord, missing the game.
There, I'll call it out. You're not missing anything. We had a fast break, and then Raul took a 10-yard first touch again, and the Dominicans took it back.
I'm at 49, 51, 52, 53.
Okay. Now I'm ahead of you again. Okay, keep talking.
56,
Keep talking.
57, 58, 59, 60.
Yep, that's how it's done. And that's how it's done, folks.
And that's how it's
done. That's how it's done.
A lot of counting.
Aussie's right back on the.
I literally looked away for a split second.
Holy hell, the Getafe kid has done it.
Wow.
Right as Aussie says 4-0.
Wow.
The Dominicans, dude, we didn't hold a clean sheet. And I'm really upset now.
You gotta
really
be
upset now.
You gotta be.
I mean, it's a.
Oh, wait, hold on. There were two balls on the pitch.
There's no way this gets called off for that. Dude, Montez moves his foot out of the way. It's a really good shot, but he shouldn't be getting. Dude, he just blows by Lira and Gallardo. Just blows by him. That's so bad. I think Malagon probably needs to do better there. Montez, why doesn't Montez block it? That's really bad. That's really bad overall.
Wow.
I mean, the second ball ain't doing a damn thing, bro. That's just.
No. Dude. The mods are going through it right now.
The mods are going through it?
Yeah.
What, with the spoilers?
There's just a lot of comments.
Okay. Well, this was shite. Oh, Jorge Sanchez won a corner. Thank God. Charlie gonna score in the name of Cruz Azul. Well, he's gonna put respect on his club. Oh my God. All right. I mean, we have to win by multiple goals. We cannot beat the Dominican Republic 2-1.
Oh! Wow.
Edson again.
Wow.
Edson again.
Wow.
Bro, this man, Air Edson, 2 cabezazos against Dominican Republic. Look at Aguirre, bro. What have you done to my national team? This is just... I mean, I can't even say it's great, Connor. I can't even look at that and be like, we're cooking. We just scored the same DM just scored 2 headers in the same game.
Yeah.
In this one, what is the goalkeeper doing?
Yeah. That's not happening against anybody but the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, I think Prince Hood is right. Keeper's trash. I mean, there's no other way to say it. Krusty says Edson is the sex machine. Big E says Edson hat trick incoming. Oh man. Okay, hey, look. Looks like 4-1 is actually happening, y'all. Ooh, giveaway here. Oh, okay, no.
And a brutal pass. Keep it on the ground. Keep it on the ground, man.
Oh, this is dangerous. That's a horrendous finish.
Wow.
Oh, it's offsides anyways, but that is a terrible finish from number 17. Doesn't even make Malagon make a save. It's offsides anyways, but that's still garbage. Zombie must have just jumped in here. Mexico doing any good? ? Not really. This is kind of like a 4 out of 10 game.
Jolly said he just placed 600 on Charlie to score. My man, I could have saved you $599. All right.
You could have put that 600 to a super chat. It would have been money better spent.
Money better spent.
That was Connor's next flight to Argentina right there. And instead, you decided to burn it.
And you pissed it away.
You pissed it away.
There goes the Christmas gift giving episode. All right? Done. Gone.
This is why we don't film that type of content anymore. Oh my gosh, it's just messy right now. Okay. No, back to him. You absolute tronco.
Chiquete, do what you got to do. Listen. Prosperity will come as soon as Charlie's off the field.
Ooh. Good job,
Okay.
Lira. Lira doing the one thing he can do really well, which is like be physical and get in front of people.
Make a wish, Charlie, but no Gilberto Mora. Oh my God.
Wait, why is Kevin saying that seems like we got hacked? Why does it seem like we got hacked? I don't see anything. I mean, I'm not like reading every single message, but Babyface said Deadball TV comes so far. For real. We almost got 400 people watching the freaking Gold Cup right now.
That's more than there's watching on VIX.
That probably is. Dude, my screen just buffered.
Get out. Get out the stopwatch. What you at?
I'm at 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What?
56, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42.
It only buffered for like
43.
1 second. Oh my! How is that possible? Okay, I'm
Yo.
backing out. It literally froze for 1 second and then resumed, and somehow 29 seconds transpired. Jack
I don't
botting
know.
for views. Oh, damn. Okay, what time are you on? I just jumped back in.
57, 11, 12, 13, 14,
Yes,
15.
we're back on.
Love it. Pula, watch the
Oh.
language on the chats for the love of God.
Okay, that's something that I got to do.
Listen, me too. But this is a family-friendly show.
It's got the same rating as Spider-Man 3 in theaters.
Hold on, like Spider-Man 3, or the new Spider-Man?
No, like the Spider-Man 3.
Like the Spider-Man. Okay, just making sure.
The Spider-Man 3. The one and only Tobey Maguire trilogy.
Yeah, so good. Catching strays.
Oh. Family friendly in this stream, of course, but what kind of under the desk services Charlie Gibson?
Exclusively
know.
financial, let me tell you.
Yeah. Edson, please. That's a foul, ref. Okay, whatever. He plays on. I don't care. Dude, oh my God. Raul's wide open down the wing. Play it to him. Play him the ball. Okay. Oh my God. Charlie Rodriguez with a shot. Dude, if he would have scored, we got to end the stream. We got to end the stream. Like, I can't support this, dude. It's just, it's almost animal cruelty. I don't know why we keep throwing him out there when he's just clearly not good enough.
Well, that's why
Like,
they
at some
keep
point-
playing those ASPCA commercials at halftime.
Dude, I just got an ad. It's at Países Bajos versus Argentina Men's Pro Hockey League. En vivo mañana.
Oh, like field hockey?
Oh, that's probably what it is. Yeah. It's definitely that type of hockey. Okay. I was like, I've never seen an ice rink. Yeah, but you're right, field hockey for sure.
Grits just said, why is Charlie still playing? He's hot dog water. We've been known. We know.
Hot dog water. Oh.
Yeah, it's foul.
That's foul, bro.
That makes my skin feel oily, you know?
Yeah. Josh said the header bounced off Montez's head. Yeah, I guess it's really Montez's goal.
Shout out, Josh.
Okay, not good. Mano, I think he called? Yeah.
Josh, where's the super chat?
I don't know if that's my Josh.
Oh, that's not your Josh?
No, it's not. No. He's his J Chad, I'm pretty sure.
You're right. All right. You know what? The question still stands.
Mr. Money says, give me Mexico versus Egypt. I think Mr. Money has been dropping just like random international games we could see. And most of them are pretty solid.
Pula's got a burner account. He's pretending to be Jake.
Hey, Jake may or may not be back on the channel soon.
I would love that.
Contract negotiations. Contact has been made. He's asking for all Hilal money, and
he's asking for all Hilal money.
He said, "Hey, I want what they gave Neymar." I'm saying, all right, well,
he's providing all Hilal money for all Hilal services. All right.
We're getting Saudi Pro League defensive performance for Neymar's contract.
Dude, is this really Jake?
No, it's not really Jake.
I know he said fraud though. That's very Jake coded. Oh. Nice header. Good Lord.
What time you on?
62, 15, 16,
Okay,
17.
Yeah, we still synced up. Okay. You said like nice header like 2 seconds late. I was like, what?
I think I was just grappling with the fact that
it was just so
well.
good that, oh my gosh. No penalty. Oh, dude, you see Gallardo lunge in there? Oh my gosh.
Check your heart rate. We got to get you a Fitbit. I want to hook you up to a heart rate monitor.
Dude, I'm sick. I shouldn't even be doing this stream. Y'all have no idea how bad I wanted to cancel. I was like, I just want to go to bed. But I was like, no, it's the Gold Cup and it's Mexico, and I'm probably going to end up watching it anyways. So I was watching The Mandalorian again right before this. I will maintain it's a solid show. It's a solid show.
It's a solid show.
The production's amazing.
Yeah. Correct.
The set piece, whoever did like the set pieces is a beast.
Yeah. Yeah, they better be getting paid.
That's a massive bottle of water? Yeah, because I'm sick, man. I'm about to drink the whole thing before I go to bed. What does Charlie need to do for Jack to make an apology video for him? If he scores 2 knockout goals to the next World Cup, I'll make an apology video. Quinones warming up? Okay. That's got to be the thirstiest MFer I've ever seen. It's just a water bottle. I don't understand what's so controversial about this.
You catching all sorts of strays right now. They sense the weakness. It's like predators in the wild. They know that you're ill. They know that something's going on.
They know I got like one nostril operating. Yellow card for the Dominican Republic. It's a big ass dude, man. Morschel, definitely half German. I don't even have to.
Definitely half German.
Definitely half German. Dude, speaking about Germans and Star Wars, did you know the stormtroopers come from World War I? Did you know that?
What do you mean?
Like the term stormtrooper was a
yeah.
unit or series of units in the German army.
Uh-huh.
And they were like the guys who would like storm the trenches. Kind of like the modern equivalent of like berserkers in like old barbarian armies.
Yeah. Bayonet type fools.
Yeah, like guys who apparently were just like, oh, this is terrifying. Just apparently like the most like bloodthirsty dudes in the army. Oh, nice. That's well done from Vega. The pass isn't that good.
Oh.
But, I mean, it was okay. I mean, I think we did well there. It was okay. It was 2-on-2. It wasn't the greatest pass, but I'm not too mad at it.
Pula says that you get rattled easier than Zidane in a World Cup final.
I'm not even rattled.
No, you're shocked. You're like Colombia second half against Argentina right now. But Angel Bautista, again, another super chat. Thank you, sir. $2. He wants to know if you're still into Demon Slayer.
Oh, Santi, redeem yourself, son.
Oh, no. Wow.
Oh, my God.
So close. So close.
Honestly, the chance comes from, like, very little. Dominican Republic just, like, turning the ball over a little too easy sometimes. Oh, this could be scary. Just stay in front of him. No. No, just stay in. Absolutely sliced and diced. Like a freaking cheese and ham
Wow.
board on a
And
romantic Saturday evening.
At sunset, you could see that coming from a mile away. And the Dominicans are dancing. Merengue masterclass here.
This is so bad. We have 3 Mexicans, and not one has the balls to put in a tackle right there. I mean, Jorge Sanchez is getting cooked by Dominican players. Gallardo's getting cooked by Dominican players. This is not good. This is not good. There is a bit
Brutal.
of a block there, but gosh, that is just shite.
Yeah. Yep.
Dude, we're beating the Dominican Republic 3-2 right now. Do you know how embarrassing that is?
Yeah, this is a travesty. Where the hell is Chino?
I don't even know how to voice my disappointment. Both preventable goals, but if we're being honest, we scored 2 set-piece goals too. So it's not like we're cutting these guys up right now.
No.
So I think 2 of our goals were a little fortunate. I think their goals were more a result of very bad defending, which is I'm starting to think that One Nations League, we won it, is a fluke in the sense of how we played. Not that we won, but how good defensively we looked. I just feel like, again, we're not really showing that here. We didn't look like that against the Swiss. Didn't look like, sometimes we looked at like that against Turkey at times. And now the Dominican Republic scoring 2 goals. I mean, you got to be shitting me, dude.
Yeah. Yep.
Our fullbacks are so bad. The Dominicans might have better fullbacks than us. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Is it a coincidence we won the Nations League when Jorge Sanchez wasn't called up? I don't know. Like, what are we doing? Are we trying to give Jorge Sanchez an extra rep? Are we like, oh, maybe this will be the game when he will become good? Is that the thought process?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. Oh, Sac Aguirre. It's back.
Like, this is an official match, and we're winning 3-2 against the Dominican Republic.
I don't know, dude. There are no words. Papelón.
Yeah, papelon's a good word. That's a good word to describe this.
Somebody, wait, hold on. Richard is saying that Aguirre said that this was his best lineup and that he was taking no chances. No way he's actually quoted as saying that.
Dude, that's a crazy quote if that's true.
If that's true, Aguirre out.
I mean, that's like, what's it called in the Army where, like, it's clear you can't perform your duties? It's not dishonorable discharge, but it's like dereliction of duty. Is that it?
No, dereliction of duty is being away without maybe actually, because away without leave would be the formal term for that, right?
Yeah, it's like how about this? Vote of no confidence. That's what we need right now.
A vote of
from
no
the Mexican
confidence.
board. Vote
Relieved
of no
of
confidence.
duty.
Get him out. And if he thinks that Jorge Sanchez is his best player, then why did he not play him at the Nations League. Maybe he was injured, but I'm pretty sure he wasn't because he gave an interview where he was like, "It hurt my feelings a lot. I wasn't called up." I'm like, dude, it's because you're shit. That's why you weren't called up. If this is actually what Aguirre thinks our best 11 is, Canada's winning this Gold Cup. And we might get upset by Panama.
Yeah. They saying you got enough water, Chief.
Ain't never enough. Ain't never enough.
They said you're going to drink
that's
up the whole Gulf of America. Gulf of Mexico.
Gulf of America. That's a political statement, you bastard.
I'm just trying to be incendiary. I want to be inflammatory in the comments.
Oh
I just you know what is I haven't heard a comment. I haven't read a comment from Brody in a while. So I had to throw one in for me.
That it's the Gulf of America?
No. He just comes in with the heat, causing chaos and dissent.
Yeah, there's a lot of that here. Quiñones is on. I think this is a good game for Quiñones, honestly. I think he can hold the ball up well, fast. I think him and Vega should be able to get one here.
I saw a great response to the Gulf of America. Sorry. This is completely unrelated. You want to talk about the game, actually. Real stuff.
No. Talk about it's the Gulf of America. Is that a real dialogue that's going on right now? I don't really know that down here.
It was like something that was happening. I don't know when it was. It was like a month ago or something like that. But I saw a great response, and it was like a commercial for, I don't know if it was Pacifico or Corona or something like that. But one of these beer companies released like a beer with sea salt in it from the Gulf of Mexico.
Oh.
And it was just a bunch of people like salting the rims of their glasses and saying Gulf of Mexico.
I'm gonna have to look up that commercial.
It was a great response, I thought.
Yeah. Sounds good. Oh my dude, Edson's passing has been 2 out of 10 this game. 2 out of 10. This is, ladies and gentlemen, this is why he cannot play in the Premier League. Because if he can't pick passes out at this speed of play, he's never going to be able to do that in the Prem. This is why he doesn't work in the Prem. Come on, yo. Raul, keep making the run, baby. Drag those defenders with you. Quiñones.
Yep.
He got the Raheem Sterling, like, T-Rex arm when he dribbles. Okay, nice
yeah, he does.
from Alexis Vega.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Dude, and another.
Oh.
Hold on.
Oh. That has to be a goal, man.
No.
God damn, that has to be a goal. Ah, that was good. I mean, Raul Jimenez, it's actually a great chance. Vega, Raul, Piojo. It's a great chance. And the keeper makes a save. Sure, I'm still pissed because that should have been 4, man. Seems like the crowd's pretty into the game right now. Oh, they did actually give Cesar Montes credit for the 3rd goal. That's hilarious.
Off the back.
Yes. Quiñones,
bro.
Come on, dog. Like, be more athletic. I don't even know what criticism to tell you. Just do better. Oh my God, 18 is embarrassing us right now. Oh my God, Montes, that's so bad. So bad. Jorge Sanchez, if this guy cooks you again, take off the shirt and respectfully walk down the tunnel. Jorge Sanchez, close him out, you piece of shit. What are we doing? Oh my gosh, dude.
No way,
the Dominicans are literally pushing for the 3rd here. This is embarrassing.
Quiñones, get a pass off. Get a pass off, brother. You just got the forwards running wind sprints here. Hold on.
Jack is a Millet propagandist. It's not even that inaccurate, actually. Is this a failure? Yes, this is a failure, babyface. 100%. We're winning 3-2. The Dominicans almost equalized 30 seconds ago. This is a failure.
The Dominicans are at the city gate.
Yeah.
The Dominicans
The
are at the
battering
city
ram
gate.
is knocking right now.
You remember that giant wolf's head ram from the Siege of Gondor? That's what they've got at the gate right now.
Connor, did you just ask me if I remember a single element from the Lord of the Rings trilogy? The answer is always yes. I could tell you the script of the movies, dude. Do I remember the sickest battering ram that's ever been invented in the history of fiction? Yes, I remember that.
You know what? I've actually got some Lord of the Rings trivia for you really quick, just while we watch this absolute papelon. Do you remember the name of the elf from Mirkwood that meets Aragorn at Helm's Deep?
And dies.
And he brings the elf legion. Yeah, and the orc gets him right in the back.
Oh, dude, I used to know his name.
No, you know his name. It's gonna hit you. No.
Give me the first letter.
H. Elendil is the light that Frodo has. Light of Elendil,
right.
our favorite star.
Ha.
No spoilers. No spoilers. And also, I'm apparently fake because part of what I told you is incorrect. He's actually from Lothlorien.
Lothlorien. What's his name like? Hallandir. Or Hallandir? Haldir. There we go. Haldir.
Yeah, that's my boy, bro. Oh, dude.
Beast.
Yeah.
Beast.
It's like him.
He meant is what in the
dude, he's doing anything he can here.
Yeah, he's doing. I mean, honestly, he's untouchable. I can't even say shit. So, yeah, man, keep shooting, bro. Who's better or who's cooler? And Andil is his name. No.
Elendil is a king of Gondor. Oh, the lightsaber. Ah, interesting.
Dude, Christian's a big, fat, freaking nerd, dude. I don't ever want to see anybody bullying us for Lord of the Rings ever again. You freaking loser!
Oh my God.
I don't ever want to hear that we got no chicks in the chat ever again, dude. Christian is giving us the appendices of the freaking the Silmarillion right now of Lord of the Rings universe.
My guy's reading from his home text Silmarillion right now. He's got that bad boy leather bound.
Dude, he got the 100-year edition where it's like gold plated on the back cover.
It's gold plated. All of the ink is like the writing's gold filigree.
Yes. And it was done by hand. This is not a printed edition.
Absolutely
by a monk.
Not.
Yeah.
It was chiseled by a monk, somewhere in Oxford University.
I had the Silmarillion, and yes, it's the collector's edition.
This is my guy. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Dude, you know what we need to do? Is as soon as we start doing like video game watch-alongs, we have to play like Lord of the Rings Conquest or Lord of the Rings Return of the King.
Oh, we're throwing it back. We're throwing it back.
Yeah, 100%.
We got to do that, and we got to do a horror game too.
Which one would we do?
Ooh.
Dead Space?
I love Dead Space. A Dead Space 2 playthrough?
It's not 2-player though. Oh, it's 2-player? Oh, okay.
No,
okay.
the third one. Okay. The third one's 2-player, but that one's apparently trash. We can find some. We'll find some.
Okay.
There's a lot of Steam games. We just got to get your we got to get your PC, man.
Dude, this is why Christian is even a mod to begin with, because he passed the only question during the interview, which is, do you fangirl over Lord of the Rings? And then he was offered full time. So if any of you guys are trying to become mods, you know what to do. I love this from Ashwin. Do not quote the dark speech to me, which I was there when it was written.
Dude, we're coming in with some C.S. Lewis. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, they're saying we should play Phasmophobia. Dude, I don't know if you got the gumption for Phasmophobia. That one's crazy. That game, I'm a big Phasmophobia guy, and I can't do it. That
I don't
game
know enough
solo,
about it.
it's
What's the
basically
give me the plot here?
there are like 20 different kinds of like ghosts, and they haunt like certain locations, and they range from like houses to like summer camp grounds and like penitentiaries and stuff. And you have to like go in and identify what kind of ghost it is, and you get like all these like ghost hunting tools. You can't fight them, you can just like run and hide from them. It is terrifying.
So how do you win?
You have to correctly identify the ghost. So basically, you're part of like the forward team that goes in and identifies it, and then, whoever handles it afterwards handles it. Lethal Company's good too. It's really good, like pick up and drop, 30-minute game time, in and out. Really nice.
Okay. We might have to do that. We got to get the proper software here. Babyface is saying that Costa Rica might beat Mexico. I think that's actually a fair thing to say right now. But I haven't seen enough of Costa Rica underneath Piojo yet for me to say if I like how they play or not. But they got some good players. They have better players than Dominican Republic, especially attacking and in the back line. Oh my God. I mean, they're just way better than the Dominican Republic overall. But I mean, how the Dominicans are playing here, they look solid, man. I think they could push, and I do think they will push for second, but ultimately just not have quite enough. But them versus Suriname, dude, I think they win. I think they beat Suriname. Suriname got too much hype. It's gonna kill him. This is just looks like I'm watching volleyball right now.
Yeah, this is. I've lost interest. This is brutal.
I wish that we could transition into a full like Lord of the Rings conversation, but unfortunately, we're only winning by 1 goal with 6 minutes left, so I'm forced to actually pay close attention. Here's Chino.
Vamos, Chino, Lino.
Ooh, that's actually a great ball.
Yeah, you want to know something?
Ball.
You put him in for 45 seconds, you see the best cross of the game so far. Where was this? It took 84 minutes for us to see that.
That's a great cross. 6-yard box. Keeper can't come out for it. It's a good clearance by the center back. Do you guys play COD? Nah, not anymore. I mean, I used to be pretty sweaty, but it's been 10 years, dude. I was always better at Halo anyway. Oh my gosh, dude. If we would have scored a third set piece, like this isn't even impressive, nor funny, nor entertaining. Yeah. It just would have been okay, goal for Mexico, and I just would have kept it pushing.
Mm-hmm. I'm a Chino fan, not a Charlie fan. And if you'd like to have Chino as the channel avatar, he's my Patronus. If I was to cast a Patronus, it would probably be Advincula and then Chino.
Probably is actually your favorite Halo game.
Oh, dude.
Oh, that's a pretty sick Lord of the Rings fact right there.
That is sick.
The White City has a black outer gate. That's pretty sick. Oh my gosh. No way, bro. Oh my goodness.
Dominicans
it out. Fight again. I actually think Charlie Rodriguez is the one who cut out that pass well.
Yeah. Yeah, they're saying, Charlie, you're a god.
It's just embarrassing. We're about to park the bus here against the Dominican Republic. Dude, Jorge Sanchez, you are such a shit footballer. It's unbelievable.
It's undeniable.
It's undeniable how bad he is.
He must be like a god in training. Like,
I've
in
wondered that.
practice, he must just do everything right.
I remember when he was at America, there was a lot of the America fans who were like, this guy is hands down the best right back we have.
Wow.
Now, I hadn't really learned about the insane bias from Liga MX fans, where like Chivas fans think every Chivas player should start. Cruz Azul fans actually think Charlie Rodriguez is good, and vice versa. So I was like, okay, like I'll take your word for it. And there's Quinones diving again, bro. This guy flops so much. He's like Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. It's insane. And I remember I saw him in Mexico City when America were playing Juarez, so like a terrible team, and they should have killed him. And even in that game, I remember I was like, oh yeah, Jorge Sanchez is a guy like he's got a couple call-ups to the national team. Like they're saying he's gonna be pretty good. And I remember watching him that game, and I was like, dude, this guy's the worst footballer out there. Like he's the worst player in America versus Juarez. And I'm like, maybe I just caught him at a bad game because I thought he looked terrible, and ever since then he's just been ass cheeks. Good combo from Chino right here. Yeah, I like this. I like this.
Baby.
I like this.
Oh, that's a grown man shot. That is a grown man shot. Wow.
Yeah, I like how Vega and Chino are playing with each other on the left hand side. They're actually creating a few things.
Listen, dude,
it's a good shot.
Got chemistry on the team, you got to eke every little bit of that you can.
Yeah, JK says SG is good though. Very important distinction between Julian Quinones and Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's a good question from Marcos. Are y'all gonna watch 28 Years Later? Yes, I am. Are you gonna go see that in theaters?
I saw 28 Days Later at your house, and it was awesome. I need to see the other ones. Yeah. Oh yeah. I need to see the other ones before I go in. But we got a couple super chats here.
Okay.
Gabino Martinez says that Jorge Sanchez was always sorry, even in America. Oh, hold on.
Oh no. I completely agree, Gabino. I completely agree. But I just remember what the streets were trying to tell me. Close him out! Oh my gosh. Dude, why are we giving them so much room and so much space inside our own box?
There's too much respect.
Terrible. It's terrible. Dude, I don't even see the worst teams in Asia do this. It's really bad right now.
Yeah.
You think a player for Peru would ever let an opponent have that much space in the box? No, they're going to kill him.
Absolutely not. Bro, Advíncula would beat the tar out of him in the locker room. He's not letting that fly.
I am excited for the Demon Slayer.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Sorry you had to follow up again. If we miss a comment, you ain't got a tip again. Just drop it in now.
Respectfully. No spam, please.
Respectfully.
+6. I swear down, bro. If they equalize. Sanchez offers nothing in attack or defense. You're spot on, man. You're never going to hear me say a good word about that, man. Oh, Vega, no. Oh, Vega, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Work. Oh, Lord.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, wow. Dude, that guy number 14 just bailed us out. That guy just bailed us out. We were pinned back there.
Both, Harold. Both.
Yeah, 19 is good. Like, he's a proper La Liga rotation player. Like, gets actual minutes every once in a while. 30 minutes here, 18 minutes there.
Pinguino says, Vasco, you're on my death note tonight.
So bad. I'm disgusted that he hasn't learned. He's been Mexican manager twice, and he still hasn't learned some of these lessons, man.
Brick pass. Terrible. Thanks for the super chat, Joel.
Yeah,
Joel.
appreciate that. Yoel? Nah, it's Joel.
You think so? Joel?
Joelski? I think it's Joel SK.
Joel Skate? Joel Skate 30?
Joel Skate 30. Could be Joel Skate 30. I do not have a favorite team really, but I've said many times that I like Pachuca because they actually play young Mexican talent and they developed quite a few good players for us over the years. But I got nothing against Santos Laguna. Oh my God, Malagon.
All right, we got one more. How well would Suriname do if all the players that play for NDL who had Suriname heritage, like Van Dijk, played for them? I think I need to know who else.
Steven Bergwijn is there. Xavi Simons, I think, is also eligible.
Is he really?
Denzel Dumfries. It's a really good team. It just depends, y'all, because there's a team that exists called Jamaica who are already doing this, and they're not good.
Yeah.
So just because these guys would play for Suriname doesn't mean they would be good. It depends how much they care. Like if they get recruited like mercenary style, oh, that's a nasty elbow, bro. That's
a
intentional.
nasty one.
That's intentional, dude. He even pushes off with it. What a prick. What a prick. He knows
Yeah, that was
where
kind
he
of wild.
lands. He knows where he lands. He
And
knows
it's
his
right on
elbow
the-
lands on his chest.
And it's right on the neck too. He goes up.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't get reviewed. Chino. Oh my God. Well, he's got 4 to yeah.
Oh, baby. Oh, he's the way, the truth, and the light. Oh, it takes 3 of them. Come on, baby.
We got it back here. Uh-huh. Keep moving it, boys. Oh, nice happy feet. Uh-huh.
Somebody help him.
Dude, he's on a freaking island, dude. This is crazy.
Look at how mad he is, dude.
My...
Did you see him? Did you see him when they started passing it back? He just looked around. He's like, why did I do that? Why did I do that? And you bum ass, not even going to help him.
Dude.
And there goes Quinones down on the ground again.
Dude, I'm telling you, he's an Olympic diver, man. It's insane. He is far too athletic and strong to be on the ground as often as he is.
Correct. Even the ref looking at him like, nah, bro.
We got Joel's name wrong. It's Joel Skate 30.
3-0.
That's how we're supposed to.
All right.
Joe, we appreciate the super chat, but you did not have to give us another one just to correct pronunciation of your username. Though all funds will be donated to the Save the Panda Foundation, so thank you.
Them pandas are going to be fine.
They're going to eat themselves to death.
It's Eagle wants to know if he missed a good game. Said he was calling his friend.
Don't even watch the replay, brother.
Yeah. That was insane. An artillery shell from the back. Not even. That was a laser.
From their center back. Dude, we're actually hanging on right now against Dominican Republic. They could equalize off a set piece, bro.
This is insanity.
This is just sad. By every metric, this is just sad.
You know what's crazy to me is that Jorge Sanchez does not have a shred of guilt on his face. I don't know how. Like if Messi can put on a performance like he did against Colombia and then say, you know what, I'm not good enough for the team, you would think that somebody would have the self-awareness. Screw that. The common courtesy to take a step back.
Dude, these guys are delusional. Oh my gosh. Like, I can't believe this. I told you when he didn't get called up in the Nations League, he did an interview. Malagon, catch it! And he was like, it hurt me a lot when I wasn't included because I feel like I'm in like a really good level right now and I don't understand and like blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, oh, this guy's an idiot. I'm like, oh, he's actually stupid.
Yeah.
He thinks he's the best fullback in Liga MX.
No.
Like when he goes to sleep at night, he's like, I'm him. He's got main character syndrome for sure. I'm like, brother, you're lucky that this is like the worst period in Mexican fullback history, or you would not be in the 23-man roster.
Yep. Yep.
It's crazy to me. That's game. Absolutely disgusting. I mean, that was.
Thank you, big dogs. Yeah, that was
embarrassing. That was
brutal.
Yeah. Pushed to the brink by the Dominican Republic, winning because we have 2 set-piece goals. That is trash, man. Absolutely trash. I don't even know what positives to say. I think Raul Jimenez had a couple good moments. I think some of the subs looked better than our starters. I think Vega looked solid. I think Chino looked solid. Quinones didn't really do too much. Charlie Rodriguez made one important interception. But, y'all, we got burned out wide by the Dominicans. This will be far from the best offense that we see at this tournament. I mean, if the Dominicans do this to us, Canada, Costa Rica, I mean, who's some other? Jamaica, Panama, Honduras even. Goddamn, Luis Palama's going to score a hat trick against us. Like, we're going to seriously get hurt.
Guadalupe.
If we look this bad. Guadalupe's going to get one. Guadalupe would get one on us right now. Absolutely. Like, look at these guys.
Oh,
going to the fans and clapping.
No, not having that. Gabino.
I would be on my knees begging for forgiveness from the fans.
Yeah. Yep. I question Aguirre's squad selection and tactics. Chino should have been on from the very start.
Gabino, you and everybody else watching are questioning the tactics and the squad selection. It was terrible. That was a terrible game. I don't think I've seen Mexico be worse in a game in which we scored 3 goals in my life. This is a flattering scoreline. I'm not even a Kuwaiti hater, bro. Ahmed, you know that I love Mohammed Daham, bro. Don't do that to me. Come on. Come on, bro. I got him in my top 3 Asian wonder kids right now. Don't do that to me. You know I got respect for Kuwait. I have no respect for this performance, though. I mean, was everybody terrible? I mean, Connor, do you think they were good players today?
Yeah.
Okay, who?
Chino.
Was he good? I thought it was like, like good sub performance.
Yeah, you give him 15 minutes, solid, decent.
Yeah. You think Raul was good today?
For the standard of the team, yes. Up to his usual performances, what we come to expect, absolutely not. I'll put it this, he was a standout for the team. A standout on the day. But the best of the worst is still part of the worst.
That's actually very well put. I would still say he's a top 3 player for us this game, for sure. But nobody was really good.
Yep. Yep.
What was, because I'm not sure how many Dominican games you've seen, but I bet it's not many. What was the number one thing that you're saying about these guys right now?
About the Dominicans?
About the Dominicans, yeah. Any takeaway? Any takeaway from the Dominicans?
They're not giving up. They're not giving up. They look like they got more fight in them than Mexico does. Don't give them an opportunity. You show up on the back foot like this, obviously they're going to capitalize. There's some athletes on the team. And they're not afraid to get a little chippy, and here we are.
Dude, I'm watching the second goal again. It's just so bad from Jorge Sanchez. If he's ever guarding a winger who has more than one dribble move, he just gets beat because he has to bite on the first one, and then he's done. So if you like do a fake shot and then dribble again, you're gonna beat him because he cannot stay in front of people. It's so bad, dude. I mean, this is a great comment right here. It was so bad, even Charlie Rodriguez had to help. Yeah, and he was far from the worst player today. The fullbacks were shocking. I thought Montez wasn't very good. Edson basically got 2 goals, but was awful from open play. So, like, how do you grade his performance? I don't know.
Yeah.
Babyface, DR playing with house money right now, 100%. They have nothing to lose here. They just had a great game. I mean, their coach in the locker room right now is probably saying, like, guys, if we don't concede 2 set pieces, we win this game. We just got to tighten up and we're going to make it out of the group. That's what he's saying right now.
Yes.
He's saying we were great today. Just got to tighten up a little bit. We got the Costa Ricans, I think, next. We'll take them down. Great game from the Dominican Republic. I mean, I told you, I based everything about the Dominican Republic on that Guatemala game. Guatemala did way better against them than we did. Way better. Even in the Guatemala game, they scored both their goals because the Guatemala goalkeeper, like, spills a shot because I think it was, like, rainy. It was really wet. So they kind of scored off 2 goalkeeper mistakes. In this game today, they were actually beating our man and then having well-placed shots in the corner. Like, this was bad, y'all. This is bad.
There was a total and complete lack of cohesion from the Mexican side. Like, there were moments of interplay, but it was not consistent in the slightest. In the slightest. Dude, I would say probably 13% of that game. I don't know why that number comes to mind, but 13% of that game, you guys were talking to each other. And there was interplay.
Yeah. I would say we had total. Yeah, I could even give you 20 minutes of good football we played today. Against the Dominican Republic, not okay.
No, not okay at all. Not okay at all. I mean, so many issues there could be solved just by having consistent presence, consistent communication. Like, if you're not getting the right reps with the right guys or with your legitimate best guys, how are they supposed to know how to communicate with people? Like, what'd you say? Vega and Chino had a good little link up on their side of the field.
Mm-hmm.
Make that consistent. Give them any semblance of consistency to get together, because the amount of misplaced passes and, like, passes that were going one way and a player was making a run another way, you got to know. You got to know these things. You can't just rest on your laurels. That was incredible. Diabolical to watch.
You know what's crazy is I'm looking at FootMob right now. They have Edson Alvarez, man of the match, with a 9.1 rating. A 9.1 game is like, in your top 10 games ever for Mexico. He was not good tonight.
You got to watch the matches, guys. You got to watch the matches. FootMob will lead you astray.
Dude, they got Cesar Montes at an 8.5. Good Lord. Santi, 7.5.
FootMob ratings are good when you take their aggregate for the whole season. That's it.
Yeah, that's just terrible, man.
That's it.
Eddie's saying we need Marcel Ruiz in place of Lira. Absolutely. I don't think anybody's going to debate you on that. Mexico can't play like this the rest of the tournament. This had to be their easiest game of the tournament. It was shocking from Wilmer. Shocking, dude. I said that we need to win 3-0. 3-0 or 4-1. We won 3-2. I'll be honest, if we had won 3-1, I would have ended the stream and I still would have been a little bit annoyed. But, like, man, we just beat the Dominicans +2 in an official game. Not good enough. Like, I wouldn't have been really angry, but I'd be like, this is below par. We got to be better. 3-2. 3-2 with us making Malagon making a diving save in the 95th minute to stop us from drawing the game. Dude, can you imagine if, like, Argentina did this?
Papelón.
Oh my God.
Quilombo. Total. The city would be in disrepair.
Yeah. The first question for Scaloni when he walks into the press conference would be, are you going to resign
Yeah.
for that performance?
This would be inexcusable.
Yeah, it would be inexcusable. And for Mexico, if we had just beat Canada 3-2 and played like that, I'd be like, Canada, great team. I get it. No. With all due respect to the Dominicans, who I think you guys will be fighting for second, I still think you'll beat Suriname. Maybe if you can get it done against Costa Rica. I don't know anything about Costa Rica because of the manager change. I don't know what to say. But, I mean, they got ballers in the attack. It's just defensively, as we saw today, they make a lot of mistakes. So they're not an awful national team, but you're Mexico, the Kings of CONCACAF, defending champions, Nations League champions, most trophies in the region. I don't even know what the equivalent is to this. It'd be like the Euros group stage starting, and like Germany beat like Luxembourg 3-2 at home.
And
Nagelsmann
T-Bird,
they would ask him if he's going to resign mid-tournament.
yeah, yep. And dude, T-Bird, yeah, you're absolutely right. This happened against Saudi Arabia. I don't know if I had any commentary around the channel at that time, but I was beside myself. I was in a period of mourning for like 2 days after that. I didn't know what to do. The group stage, worst part of the World Cup. It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. And the sentiment was the exact same from every Argentine. We had no idea what was happening. No clue.
I would also say the difference there, it was a terrible loss for Argentina, but Saudi Arabia have also been a team that have been to the World Cup. I don't know how many times. 6?
Yeah.
This is the Dominican. Connor, this was their first game in Gold Cup history. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
They're debutants. This was their first game in Gold Cup history.
What a way. What a way to show up.
What a way to show up. If that had been the Saudis' first World Cup game ever and you beat Argentina, then yeah, we can be having conversations. But there's still a historical powerhouse in Asia. This is not quite the same.
Yeah.
This is not quite the same.
Thank you, Bryant. Thank you, Mr. Estaquiao. You got a free question loaded up if you want it.
Shad's right here. Embarrassing for starting a 5'10" keeper. Embarrassing not to start Marcel Ruiz. Embarrassing to sub in Charlie. It was an embarrassing game. An embarrassing game. I got very few positives to walk away from here, y'all. Caliber of opponent, performance, scoreline, stakes. Where we are in the Aguirre Part 3, we should be well past this, man. This was really, really bad. I just saw one of the worst national team performances ever. It's definitely not the worst I've ever seen. Like, y'all, we've had some bad games, but that's probably a bottom 10 game in Mexico history that we just saw. I think that's one of the 10 worst games we've seen. Right? I mean, we still won, so it's hard to have a win in like the worst game ever. And we've been embarrassed a few times. But yeah, maybe you could say that's like the 10th worst game Mexico ever played. I don't know. I'm sure we got embarrassed a couple times in the 70s too. Point is, it was just a bad match. If you're not going to say it's a top 10 worst game of all time, sure, maybe I'm out of pocket for that. Granted. I'm just very annoyed at the moment, but not good. Point is, not good. Anything else you want to say, Connor?
I don't know what else there is to say.
Costa Rica licking their chops right now? Oh, yeah, they're ready, bro. They're ready. They're going to try to kill us. And they should. And if they beat us, honestly, good. I think our heads got way too big after the Nations League. That's what I'm seeing a little bit here.
Mexico better show up ready to go against Costa Rica. There is no excuse now. You better show up fully prepared. Do your homework. And leave Jorge Sanchez at the nearest rest stop.
Yeah. He's taking the Greyhound home alone.
Yep.
This is a good comment from Wilmer. I think the biggest winner from today's game is Canada. because Canada's like, well, our number one competition to win it looked pretty ass. And I think Canada are going to run through their group stage. I will be going live for Canada on Honduras. I think it's Tuesday night. I'm pretty excited for that game. I think Canada are going to kill them. And Costa Rica too, because they're like, could we win the group? There's a lot at play here. I don't want to overreact too much. It was maybe just a bad stinker. Hopefully we regroup and we say, all right, guys, this still isn't peak Mexico, okay? We're still kind of down bad at the moment. And we regroup, put our heads together, and perform, because that was not good enough. I'm just happy I got to witness the early 2010s Mexican team. We all are, dude. We all are.
Jorge Sanchez was brought in the starting 11 to deal with the pace and counter from the DR. Well, he didn't. He did not.
No, him and Gallardo got shredded. I checked. According to Fault Mob, they were dribbled past 4 times in total in the game. Felt like a little bit more than that, but even still, that's pretty bad. The Dominican Republic had dribbled past our fullbacks 4 times. Not good. Mike says Julian Araujo, Jorge Sanchez. Yeah, if you want speed and defense, why are we not just playing Araujo? I don't get it. I don't get it. New Era says Malagon is not it. Might as well put up Showa back. Yeah, Malagon's performance, nothing really too positive. I mean, it was a good save at the end, I suppose. I think he had one more in the first half.
And one of the Dominican goals comes off of an unlucky bounce, right? Or a deflection or something like that.
Deflection off an ankle, I think. Yeah. We got to switch both fullbacks for next game. Yep. Guys, we're going to end the stream there. It's 1:30 where I am. I got to get to bed, and it's 12:30 for Connor. So I'm sure you guys on the West Coast, your nights are still young, but your boy's going to get in bed, read, and go to bed. Pass out, hopefully, for 12 hours. It was still a good stream. I mean, like most Mexico streams have been recently, performance, not so great, but the chat, you guys were fun. Connor and I will be back for more of these Gold Cup streams throughout the tournament. And maybe depending on like what day the games are and what's going down, we'll make kind of like match reactions similar to what we did for the Copa. It just depends on our availability and, you know, what games are going on and whatnot. But this will not be the last Mexico watch along. I'm going to try to do all of them as far as we go in the tournament, which might not be very far. And Connor's going to join me for as many as he can too. We'll do some Canada games. We'll do some USA games, of course, and then the knockouts and all that stuff. So plenty of stuff still, you know, from us dropping soon, but we're going to end it here. We hope you guys enjoyed. Y'all been awesome. Make sure you're following us on socials so you know when the next live streams are. If the links aren't in the description now, I'll go ahead and add them after I end the stream. But yeah, check us out there. Stay up to date. We appreciate you guys for jumping in here, and we'll see y'all in the next one.